So I'm now going to call to order the special meeting of the Watsonville Community Hospital Board of Directors for Wednesday, January 14th, 2026. We're going to open up with a closed session agenda. So we have 3 items on today's agenda, but before we go over the items, Rosie, if you can please give us a roll call.
Yes, Director Cox here, Director Friel here, Director Gallagher
Here.
Director Pimentel is absent, and Chernigans.
Here, okay. So I want to make an announcement before we open up public comment for matters on today's agenda. We do have 3 items on today's agenda, and I wanted to make an announcement just like procedural for folks gathered here today. So we are going to recess into closed session to discuss the 3 items. I understand and will assume that most folks here want to speak about the ICU item that is on our regular session agenda. And since we will be discussing that to some extent in closed session, it is perfectly fine if you'd like to make your comment here today before we head into closed session, just so in case you took time off of work or time away from another responsibility and you would like to say your comment, ensure that the board hears it, and then need to get back to, the personal responsibility. So I want to make that accessible. If you want to stick around and give your comment when we get to the item, when we come back from the closed session, perfectly fine as well, but just wanted to make that announcement first. So we have 3 items on tonight's closed session agenda. We have a public employee performance review of the CEO. We have item number 2 is a conference of labor negotiators, and item number 3 is a conference of labor negotiators. I will now open up public comment on matters on tonight's closed session agenda. Anyone wishing to make comment, please approach the podium up there, and then we'll give 2 minutes, and Rosie will keep track of the 2 minutes. So, anyone wishing to speak on any of these 3 items in the closed session?
Chair, we do have a hand raised online.
Okay, we'll start online.
Gloria Amaya.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Some of you may remember me, hopefully fondly. I learned today that our CCU unit was going to be either closed or reduction in staff. I'm a resident of Santa Cruz County. I worked at that hospital from 1982 to 2024 when I retired from OB nursing. When were you going to plan to make the residents of this county aware of the plans of reducing staff in CCU or closing the unit and the impacts that it's going to make on our community, on other hospitals in this area? I have concerns about the closure of any unit that provides care for our residences. CCU supports each and every unit at Watsonville Community Hospital. Believe me, I know firsthand. I can tell you about events when the patient's outcome depended on the expertise nursing from the critical care nurses. I want to reiterate that I'm concerned about the reduction in any nursing unit that puts our community at risk for poor outcomes. I believe that every resident, every nurse, every physician in this county should hold the Watsonville Community Hospital executives and the board members of the Pajaro Valley Healthcare District accountable for their actions. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else online? I'll go back online wishing to speak on either of these 3 closed session agenda items. You guys seeing no hands raised? Anyone in person wishing to speak at this time? Please. It's a little bit of a maze. Apologize. All right. That's how we treat our former mayors.
That I know. I can speak to this item that's agendized, am I correct?
The three agendized, closed session items, and that includes, discussion, yes.
Well, then I'll just direct my comments to be able to speak to a non-agendized item, is that fine?
It's just, matters on the closed session agenda.
On the closed session agenda. Well, then I'll keep it short and simple then. And seeing on, because I have to leave shortly. Just to be able to, I want to be able to support when you, address the item that's on labor negotiations. And I want to be able to say and stand in solidarity. My name is Daniel Dodge Senior. I'm the president of the Monterey Bay Central Labor Council, the union of unions with over 80 unions and 40,000 working families in our community. I am with the California Federation of Teachers at Cabrillo College that has sent many fine nursing students to become nurses here and other physicians, assistants, et cetera, in our community. So I want to be able to stand, and what I want to be able to recognize today is the voices of the people that work here, the people that be able to take care of us when we're sick, the people that deliver our babies, and the people that help our elders when they cross over. We want to be able to stand and listen to them and their feelings and their expressions and what they deal with in everyday work situations. They were our frontline, your employees were the frontline members during the COVID and pandemic, and we owe them a debt of gratitude beyond words. So I asked you to support them and their labor negotiations and what they are asking for. And what we're asking as a community today is to remind that this board is an elected board, that this community supported this board and this hospital with over 65, I can't remember the exact number, a high majority number when they went out for a bond. As a taxpaying resident in this community, we don't want to be able to, we want the best for our community, expansion of services here and be able to declare Watsonville a world-class hospital. So we ask you to support the people that work here, the community, and remember your responsibility as elected officials to the entire region of this hospital district. So thank you for me allowing to speak.
Thank you. Okay, I'll go back out. And is there anyone else join us here that wants to speak? Okay, seeing none, we'll take one more speaker online and then we'll recess into closed session.
Mary Boyd.
Hi, I want to be able to support administration and what they're doing in their decision to close CCU, but there's 3 reasons that I can't. Number one, this is the same administration that has a cath lab that's costing almost $500,000 a year and it's not being used. This is the administration that has a MRI trailer sitting out in the back that you're paying for and it's not being used. This is the administration that continued to use the same IT company for which there's a lawsuit because they were hired not by this administration, but previously being unqualified to take care of a hospital. You know, maybe if you could make a real, I mean, who made this decision? How was it made? I wish, like I said, I wish I could support you, but I can't. I can't because of those decisions. How are we to know that this one is a good decision now? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to recess into closed session now and we will return. Finished. Wanted to